Welcome to another episode of Writings from the Hills. And today we have a special book. It is entitled The Space Between Heaven and Ironton, Ohio by Ruthanne Wiley. All proceeds from this book and sell this book was donated to the American Heart Association. And today I'm actually going to read the first part of the first chapter of the book. I am dead, but I can still see things. There was no darkened tunnel and white light, no grandmother or favorite aunt waving at me or anything like that. I simply woke up in this flat space, a space where all I could see are colored shapes attaching themselves to one another, lining up and becoming the things I remember. My life is appearing in slow flashes before me, but all out of order. It's like trying to catch your breath or catch your life. I don't seem to have a body anymore. That's mostly why I think I'm dead. One thing about life, the thing that made you feel stubbornly alive, was that you had the body that breathed and beat, and wept and scrubbed, that kept on its ordered business even when nothing else around it worked. But I can't move, and I can't feel my body. Not a complete body of flesh and hair and all the rest. Anyway, there's only a pleasant tingling where my eyes should be and an unpleasant throb where my stomach should be. That's all that's left. It's an odd kind of nakedness. There's nothing here to cover it. It used to protect me, my body, I mean. It used to bind me in a blanket of skin and blood. In this place, for a while, I almost felt free to be without it. It was like finally taking off that necklace, the one you only wore when it was a gift from your husband, even though you thought it was the ugliest thing you've ever seen, and it lay like an iron chain across the soft part of your throat. You wore it anyway, just to keep the peace. But now I'd like to have my body back. I want to move again, to find a way out. The stillness here is smothering, and there's nothing to do. I wouldn't even mind sweeping the floor, if there was a floor and if I had arms and a broom. Chores can be so comforting. When I was alive, I sometimes felt as though the house I lived in was an extra body. I hardened out a shell of protection. It was an ordinary, square kind of house, but it seemed to move and breathe with me, like skin, like we were joined. It became tired when I did, and it felt better after a good washing. But that's gone too. I'm imprisoned with only myself and the shapes and the colors for company. I wonder how I died. I'd like to know. After all, everyone I knew probably knows how I died, but I don't, and I'm the only one who's dead. All I remember is that it had something to do with the window, something about a staircase. Well, if you'd like to read more about the space between heaven and Ironton, Ohio, you can check it out by going to our website, www.briggslibrary.com, and thank you for tuning in.